So thank you for being here. Let us invite our friends. And today our topic is about Quran and scientific miracles. Now, all of you knows that Muslims, they speak very much about what is called scientific miracles. And today I have a challenge for the Muslims, life challenge, for any Muslim who wanna come and wanna tell us. He can choose any miracle of his choice. You see, they have long list of fabricated miracles. And my challenge to the Muslims right now, if any Muslim dare to make a challenge, to give me any miracle of his choice, and I will debunk and I will show him that this is nothing but a lie. Actually, not only it is a lie, it's a joke, which means it's the opposite. It's not only not a miracle and fabricated, it is the opposite. Every one of those which is listed there is a scientific error, not a scientific miracle. So let us invite our friends, and if you guys have any question, there's an option in the YouTube. You can click in it and you can share your questions if you have any question. If you are a Muslim, make your challenge for me. And this is the list in the front of you. There's all kind of what is called miracles, you know. You see, big list. And actually, my book, it's called Scientific Miracles of the Quran in Depth. All of it is just nothing but refuting all those one by one, which is nothing but a lie. However, this is a great business, you know, for the Muslims, because Muslims, they made those who come with those scientific miracle claims, they made a lot of money from it actually, because Muslims, they bought their DVD and their videos, their books, which is nothing really but the fabrication based on deception. Now, as long as we don't have any challenge yet, we can, you know, if any of you guys, the one is watching, if there is something you want to talk about, just let me know which one of those topics in the screen. I hope the screen is clear. I can make it more bigger maybe. I hope the text is clear so you guys can read. So if any of you have any question about any of those they claim to be scientific miracle, choose anyone you want, and I will show you, guaranteed, that this is nothing but a fabrication. You see, I'm not the one who's going to choose. I want people to choose to me, especially if they are Muslims. I hope Muslims will be here with us soon, and they will make the challenge. They choose anything they want. You see how big the list? You name it, whatever you want, you know, whatever the topic you want, you just name it. All of them, they are nothing but a fabrication. And when I say fabrication, it is, I mean a scam, you know. I mean, saying like, really, this is a scam. All right. But most of you, because you do not speak Arabic, if not all of you, it's very easy to play with the meaning and the words, and to manipulate the Arabic translation and make it fit with something have nothing to do with the claim. So please, if any one of you have any question about this list in the front of us, just let me know. You know, the list is long. Choose one and tell me which one you would like me to talk about. Right now we don't have many viewers yet, but soon I hope we will have many. Choose any of those and tell me which one really is something confusing for you, something very hard to debunk. Which one? See, I'm moving the list for you guys. Heart massage and intercent. Okay, heart massage. Where is that one? Heart massage. Is it here or up? Heart massage. Somebody asking for the heart massage. I can't see it. Heart massage. Maybe I need to look for it. No. I'm typing Arabic. Hold on. It's hard to find it. As you see, the list is so big. You know, heart. All right. Heart massage. All right. So this is the one. Someone asking, Matahari asking for it. How we can prove it to be wrong. So let us open it and see what the heart massage is. I'm clicking. It's not opening. What's happening here? I don't know. Let me refresh the page again. For some reason, it's not opening. Okay. All right. Now, this is the heart massage miracle. Many miracles features the Quran. Features of the Quran proving it is the word of Allah. So you see, I have no problem with Muslims saying that this is the word of Allah, because if Allah is false God, that would make him a Satan. However, this is all like, you know, like lately they discover in the 20th century something blah 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 about the benefit of the heart massage in the Quran, how this is happening, how the Quran knows something like this 1400 years ago. It's a clear evidence that the Quran cannot be the work of a human being. One of the verses that may be referring to the future is verse 73 of Surah Al-Baqarah. First of all, just to show you how Muslims, they fool you. You see, I advise you to learn. I don't want to say learn from me, but nothing wrong to say that, right? Learn from me how to read. You see, English is not my first language, right? But it doesn't matter really what language you are reading. As long as you can read it, you can understand it, then you read carefully. Look what they say to you here. Maybe referring. Is that a miracle or this is maybe? See, this is the start of the scam. Now, why they put maybe? Because later someone he knows, like me, he will come and he will get them busted, and they will say, see, we said maybe. We did not say for sure. We said maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. All right. Now, let us read the verse together and see what this verse is saying. Remember when you killed someone and violently accused each other of it, and Allah brought out what you were hiding, we said, hit him with the part of it. In that way, Allah give life to the dead, and He shows you His signs, which means His miracles. So hopefully you will understand. The chapter of Al-Baqarah, chapter verse number 2, verse 72, verse 73. All right. So now, let us laugh together at this joke. First of all, if you read the claim there, this is what you need to do. You know, when somebody tries to fool you, it says here, this is the explanation of the miracle. Among the meaning of the Arabic term bibadiha, translated with part of it. What part of it? Bibadiha, what part of it? This is nothing true. And I will show you the translation. you know, ببعضها in Arabic. And anyway, let us read, and we will go later to the Arabic, and we will see what it says. With part of it in the above verse, someone or some people in the context of that meaning, the verse may be, hey, again may be referring to heart massage. Striking the chest from above, which make it possible to restart the heart if it has stopped beating. Allah knows the truth. Unbelievable, unbelievable. All right, so here they are saying, well, today we know that if we do a heart massage, you know, like you put your hand in the top of the chest and you push up and down, push and up and down, which is like a massage, that can make the heart start pumping the blood again and start working again. All right, and here they say the person whom the massage is administered has etc etc etc, like, you know, like but he's not dead, by the way. The one who his heart is stopped, he is not dead yet, because you die when your brain is stopped, and then, you know, everything like sometime the heart stop first, and then if this heart is stopped for long or a while, a minute or two, and that's it, you are dead, you know. It's hard to get you back, because but as long the brain is alive, you can really give life to the person again, like you give him electric shot, etc. You can, because the brain is still alive. But if the brain is dead, that's it, you know, things is over. So if you read with me here carefully, you will see this verse have nothing to do with what you are saying. First of all, you will see that the person who was killed, he was killed violently. He was killed by a sword. Not someone who have a heart attack. Do you see it with me? Like, do you see how easy to debunk them? Seriously, like, do you see how we do not need to do any effort? It's in front of us. They are talking about doing massage for heart, and that will bring life again to the one who died. This is a story about Allah telling his prophet, you know what, there's a guy who was killed. All right, we do not know who is the one who killed him. This is why the cow chapter called the cow chapter. Do you know why the cow chapter called the cow? Maybe most of you do not know. Surah Al-Baqarah is the cow chapter. If you go to Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 72, 73, let us go here. Al-Baqarah 72, 73. I'm not sure if the text is small, we will make it big. 72, 73. We will switch here, okay? We will make that text big. Here we go. That's good. I hope that text is clear, right? And when you kill the living soul, what happened? They killed. They killed. All right? It's a person who was killed. How people they kill at that time? By the sword. So this person is killed, not somebody have a heart attack. We give him a massage for his heart so he get back. All right? And if you read the rest of the story, you will see it's about Allah told his prophet to bring some beef, cow, you know, cow part, and beat the guy with the beef. How come they did not mention the rest of the story? Because it's funny and stupid? They are not talking about a massage. They are talking about beating the dead man with beef. All right? Let us show you. Let us show you how we expose the scammers. This is a scam, this is nothing but a scam. Are you guys with me? People who they are watching us, you can leave a comment or you can ask a question by clicking in the video. There's an option to share questions. Okay, I cannot answer you back by text, but I can answer you back by talking. All right, so if you have any comment or any question, feel free to share. So here it says, so we said submit him, the slain man. Do you see the word slain? Do you see the word slain? It's a slain man. It's a man who was slaughtered. But in the miracle, they are talking about heart massage, which means somebody died by heart attack, or somebody his heart stopped. So what happened here in this funny story? This is why I say every miracle there is a not only it's not a miracle, it's a joke. It's a proof Islam to be false. It's a fairy tale. He did beat the guy with the beef, and then the guy, he came back to life. You see, with part of it, the part of it of what? The beef, the cow. So when he struck with it, it is the tongue or the tail. They put the guy with the tongue or the tail of the cow. You believe it? If you want somebody to come back to life, they are talking about massage. Let me get some water. Sorry. They are talking about massage, right? Do you see what the massage they are talking about? You beat the dead man with the tongue of the cow or the tail of the cow, and then he come back to life, and he say, the one who killed me, his name is the Christian Prince, and he died again. This is not about even making him alive again. It's about, supposedly it's a miracle. Allah told his prophet to beat the guy with the cow, and the guy came back to life, and he spoke who is the one, just to know who is the one who killed him. This is why now if you go to the FBI, you will see that in the first floor they have a refrigerator full of beef, specifically tongue of cows and tail. So when they get somebody killed, they bring him inside the FBI center, they beat the hell of him with the tail of the cow, he come back to life, he say who killed him, and they go back dead again. It's a very scientific method, brother. Brother, the miracle, brother. See, but so you see how what it was a miracle turned out to be a scam. What is the miracle there? It's a scam. It's a joke. You will notice in the website they never mention anything of that. Like, they did not tell us what is, like when they translate says, remember when you killed someone and violently accuse each other of it, and Allah brought out what you were hiding. You said to him, hit him with the part of it. All right, and in that way Allah give you life to the dead, and he show you his sign. But they did not tell us they beat what with part of it. They said it's a massage. They did not tell us here in the story that this is about beating somebody with the tail of the cow. Now let us assume that the verse is not speaking about someone he being slain and someone being killed violently by a sword or a knife. Let us say it's about, for the sake of argument, it's about somebody have a heart attack. Can we really get someone back to life by beating him by the tail of a cow? Is that a heart massage? I'm going to keep a cow always in my house, man. Anytime I die, I would teach the cow to beat me. Anytime, the cow, like I look like the dead, I would train the cow. Anytime I die, the cow will come to my bedroom and she will beat me with her tail, and I will come back to life. That's an amazing, method of science. And this is why I say it. Whatever Muslims they come with, it's nothing but a joke. And this is why I am sure that whatever you choose, really, whatever the topic is, it doesn't matter really. We can prove it easy that it is nothing but a scam. And here it says, in that context, the striking of the dead body here in such a way as to restore it to life. But this is not what the the Quran says. Hit it, like the heart massage, you have to do it in a specific location. You have to hit, not even to hit, you have to push. There's no hitting there. You don't hit the person in his chest. You have to push down, up, release, down, etc. in certain location in the top of his heart, and that maybe will make the blood run again in the heart and come back to life. But the story here is totally different. The story here is nothing but a joke. All right. And the funny, they say to you, how Allah knows this in a book written 1400 years ago? Well, Allah knows nothing, you idiot. Nobody can bring people to life by beating them by a cow. And this person who was slaughtered, not heart attack. So here let us count how many lies we discover. The person is not someone he died by heart attack. It's someone he was killed violently. This is number one lie. Number two, there's no heart massage there because you are beating the body of the person, not the location of the heart. You are beating him with the tongue of the cow or the tail of the cow. It's not I'm not the one who's saying that. I just showed you the interpretation which is coming from Muslims' reference. I have nothing to do with it. This is why the chapter of the cow, actually, the story is coming from here. The story of the cow is coming from here. All right. Supposedly there's a guy, he was killed, and they want to know who is the one who killed him. So Allah gave the advice, okay, let us do this. Go and get beef and beat the guy with the tongue or the tail of the beef. Beat him, like just hit him, and then he will come back to life. He will say two words, who is the name of the one who killed him, and he die again. As you see, he came back to life and said, so and so killed me, and after pointing out two of his cousin, he died. You see it? We do not need police, we do not need anything, just all what we need. I don't know why people they make things complicated. We do not need investigations, we do not need the fingerprints, video surveillance, you don't need that. Just get, always when somebody get killed, get a tongue of a cow or a tail and beat the hell of the guy with that thing, and he will come back to life and he will tell you who killed him and he will die again. And like, why you guys make it complicated? Well, because you guys are not advanced and not smart. Sorry. All right. All right. If you are smart, you will do what the Muslims do. None of your countries until now have this technology, which is coming from Allah directly, to beat the dead man with the tongue and the tail of the cow, and then he'll come back to life. And remember, this is why the chapter of the cow is called the chapter of the cow, because simply they did beat the person with the cow tail or tongue, and this is why he came back to life. You can read the whole story. If we go here, I'm typing in English. All right, hold on. I have to switch. All right, this is the verse as we see in front of us. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. You can read the whole story if you want. And actually, I advise you to read it because it's funny, it's stupid, and it's proof that, this is one of the proof that Islam is nothing but a scam. If God want to raise somebody from the death, as long we mention this story, let's compare how Jesus brought people to death, from death, how Jesus brought people from the grave. Supposedly here, this story, speaking about Moses, etc., etc., etc. And then there is a person who was killed, and they want to know who is the one who killed him, etc. And you see here it says, and remember, he slew a man, etc. And people, they were upset about the crime. This is a crime, not someone died by heart attack. But Allah bring forth what you did hide, and he asked him to strike the dead man with the cow, and this is how became alive again. But here we need to compare a little bit between how Jesus, he brought people to life, and how Allah bring people to life. And by the way, this is a story nobody saw, nobody witnessed. Where Muhammad is getting this story, no information. Like if we ask the Muslims, where do you get the story from? All those stories are coming from legends of the Jews. The Jews, they have many stories to let us say praise Moses, praise Solomon, praise David. But those stories, they tell them to their children. It's like fairy tale stories for bedtime. Those stories are not meant to be believed. Like the story of Sulaiman and his flying carpet, it's in the Quran. And his ring and his genies, etc. Those are in the Quran, exist because of the legend of the Jews. The Jews, they tell those stories for their children, but it's not true. None of the Jews believe it. They are the one who created those stories. This is not a story in their holy book. It's not even in a book. Later, after many centuries, the Jews, they collected those, let us say, their heritage. Those stories for children is like heritage. All right? So, as you see, any miracle, or what it's called miracle, of your choice, we can prove it easy to be fabricated miracle. Again, if there's anyone have a question, you can share your question on the text here in YouTube. You can click in the top of the video. There's an option to ask your question, to be part of the conversation. If you have any question about any of those miracles, we answer right now the message. It was one of the choices of the viewers. If you have any other miracle, just give it to me. And you see, I'm not picking up my cherry. I'm asking you, give me any miracle of your choice. So I want to see some more questions in the side here. And until now, I see only one person is asking questions. I don't know what about the rest. You guys, you have no questions? None of you is interested to answer those miracles? Don't you see how amazing those miracles are? So let me see. Let me see of you guys, some of you asking questions, if you don't mind. Choose any miracle you want. I want someone else, not Matahari already asked. I want someone else, did not ask yet a question. So the list is in front of you. The list is big. Choose for me whatever you like. I'm moving it up and down. You see, this is the list is made by Muslims, and this is their website. Give me one miracle you think it's hard to prove to be false, or anything you want. Which one? You see, I can choose by my own, but then the Muslim, they might say, oh, he's choosing the one he know it's easy to refute, right? And if you are a Muslim, challenge me. Give me from this list, or any, actually, if you have from outside, no problem. Give me anything you want, any miracle you claim to be a miracle. It's a challenge. The miracle of the sea barrier. Where is that? What the name of the miracle there? Does it say that in the name? Give me the name exactly as it is. Do you know what the name here? What the name in the list here? let us search for the word sea, maybe. Okay, here, sea. We need to switch to English. Because the list is big and it's hard to find out which one is the one we want to talk. Like we find out sea. The sea is not mingling. Is that the one you're talking about? Sahano? Is this the one? The sea is not mingling? All right, I think this is the one you're talking about. All right. Again, if you are a Muslim with us here, please give us any of your choice and we will refute it. All right. The sea not mingling with one another. First of all, here you will see, you will notice with me. Sorry. My allergy. You will see speaking about two seas. Two seas. It's not one sea. Look at the picture here. The Muslims, they choose this picture here, and this is supposedly where it's called the delta, you know, where the salty water and the fresh water, they meet together. But in fact, the verse is not speaking about that. This chapter have nothing to do with this. All right, the two seas, they are called two, not one, for a reason. For simply they are two, not one. If we have a fresh water here in this picture here in front of us, and we have salty water in the same time, this is not two sea, this is one sea. Do we agree? If we have, let us say, there is a spring of water coming in the sea, in any sea you want, any shore you want, any beach you want, all right? Sometime it happened. Is that two sea, or this is inside the sea? Let us finish one by one miracle at a time. So right now we are answering the miracle of the sea barrier of Sahino. So as you see here, it says clearly that there is two seas, and those they will never mingle together. You see, seas not. This is the title made by Muslims, but not by me. Seas not mingling with one another, which means they will not be mingling. Correct? But this is not what they are talking about here. What they are talking about, that the fresh water and salty water, is going to take time to be mixed. They will mix at the end. If you add the fresh water in the ocean, it's not going to stay isolated fresh water. No. Simply you have a current of water, of a fresh water, and because it's current in that location, where is the current keep coming, it stay fresh. But every second the fresh water is mixing with the salty water, and the fresh water will not stay fresh water no more. It's going to become salty. But because there's always more new water is coming, it's a spring of water, a river, so a new fresh water is coming. So for very little time the fresh water and the salty water will not mix. However, this verse have nothing to do with this, and let us prove it. If you go to the interpretation, this is chapter 55, verse number 19 and 20, right? Let us go to the interpretation. Actually, I prefer to go to Ibn Kathir. Let us see Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir, all right, okay. And again, we are going to take what happened to certificate here, and you look anyway. This is chapter 55, verse number 19 and 20. So we will go there, and I will show you how we can expose the lie. 55. I will make the text big, don't worry. I'll go to verse number 19. Yeah, sweet water, fresh water, and salty water, they have different weight, etc. But still, they mix at the end. You know, this is just temporarily. They will not be mixed. If you add a drop of water in the cup, because simply the salty, the fresh water is small compared to the sea water. I mean, as a size, as a volume. So if you can do the same in your I'm trying to increase the, all right, next page. I'm going to show you that this is nothing to do with the water. Actually, there is a barrier between them, which is a land. The barrier here, because the word the word they translate as a barzakh, sorry, as a barrier, it's a barzakh. All right, there's actually 2 verses in the Quran speak about it, but anyway, here we go. This is the verse. I'm going to make it big. All right, the word in Arabic here, barzakhan. All right, هو الذي مرج البحرين هذا عذب فرات وهذا ملح أجاج وجعل بينهما برزخا. What is between them? Barzakhan. Let us see what barzakhan mean. All right, I'm not the one who is going to give you the answer. The Muslim, they will give you the answer, just to prove, just to show you how Muslims they lie. And it is he who has let free the 2 seas, etc., etc. You know, there's a barrier, there's a barrier between them. This is what they translate as a barrier, which is barzakh. We see here the word barzakh in Arabic. Barzakh in Arabic mean a dry land between 2 things. And as long as you are talking about a piece of land, you are talking about water is surrounding. So Allah in the Quran supposedly saying it is He who separated the fresh water, which is the one you drink from, and the salty water. This is not about the same sea. No, there's 2 seas. And here we go. Between them there's a barrier, which is none of them can transgress. None of them can transgress. Is this the case in the ocean? No. If you put salty water and fresh water together, they will mix. They will mix. But in the beginning they will not, for like until the salt like adjust in the fresh water, and then they will go and mix. Then, meaning he has placed a barrier of land between those 2 type of water. Do you see it? Do you see it? I'm not the one saying that. Is it clear? So why they are lying? Why they are lying? Why the Muslims are making it a miracle when it's nothing? What is the miracle there? Telling me there is a fresh water in the dry land, like lake or river, and there is salty water. They are not mixed. Actually, this is false. They are mixed. They are mixed. And I will tell you how they are mixed. Because the fresh water is a sea water anyway. It's a cycle. The idiot who made the Quran, he think that the fresh water is staying in fresh water forever. This is why it says will never transgress. The fact this is false. Because the sea water is the one by the sun, by the heat of the sun, will vibrate and became a steam, and then the steam will become a cloud, and then the cloud became rain, and then we have a fresh water. But they are very much mixed. Not only mixed, actually the salty water is the source of all the water. There's nothing is called a fresh water. Fresh water is based on the process of the sun heating the sea. All the water is coming from the sea. And then the fresh water go back to the sea. Like who said it doesn't? Because imagine if always the sea give us a steam, and then the steam became a cloud, and then the cloud became rain, and then the rain became a fresh water, and then they are separated as in here. They will never transgress. Do you see it? They cannot. This is false, which means it's showing an error here actually, because the salty water and the fresh water always they will mix together again, because the fresh water, the rain, will go back to the sea. It's a cycle. It is nothing but a cycle. You know, all the water is coming from the ocean. All right. So obviously it is a scam, correct? Anyone here don't have is not convinced yet? Anyone is not convinced? Yeah, actually I spoke about those miracles in my two books, The Deception of Allah and Qur'an and Science. And the reason I spoke about them, because there's many can be deceived. You see, you do not know how to find the information, even though like here now it doesn't take us really much of an effort, because even it's translated. Now Ibn Kathir, if I open my camera now for you and I show you the books of Ibn Kathir I have, and Ibn Kathir in English, you will laugh. Ibn Kathir in English is in a diet. Ibn Kathir, you know what diet mean? There is Ibn Kathir in English is very skinny. In Arabic is really big. So even the Muslim, they took off a lot of Ibn Kathir translation off, trying to hide the truth. Still, with whatever left, we can prove that Islam is a fabrication. And actually here, this is just a proof that this is a lie, and this is an error, because the fresh water and the salty water, they are not only mixing. The fresh water is coming from the salty water. The source of the fresh water is the salty water. According to this verse, the one who made the Quran saying that those would never mix and they are separated. There's two seas, and they will never transgress between each other. And why? Because there's a barrier between them. This is absolutely false. All right. Now, actually, if you continue here reading, you will notice there's something wrong there too. I don't know if you guys can notice. Anyone can help me? Anyone here notice something? Who can help me here? Anyone notice something? Come on. There's a problem in front of us. Here. Let me point my text. Anything wrong here? Nobody knows? Where is the education, guys? Okay, where we can find pearls and where we can find what is called al-murjan. Let us see what we translate the murjan into English. Murjan. I will go to, just to be sure from the meaning, English correct meaning. Google translation. Al-murjan. The coral. Murjan is a coral. All right. Anyone notice what the problem here? There is pearls and there is murjan, which is coral. Both are coming from the fresh water and from the salty water. Is that correct? Where is the coral grow? Do the coral grow in the salty water? Anyone can help me? Do the coral grow in a salty water? It doesn't, right? You notice here it says that guys, I will answer all your questions just one by one. Let's finish this one, and you can ask me the second one about any miracle you want. We don't want to talk about errors now. Actually, we want to talk about the miracles. So don't focus on the error. But as long as we are in this page, I want to show you why Muslims don't talk about this one, because this is showing an error. Because it says that from both of them, which means from the fresh water and the salty water, we got pearls and coral, and that is a mistake. Coral grow in a fresh water. I'm not sure about the pearls that they grow in a salty and a fresh water together, but I believe you know, if you go and search, you will find that the coral they grow in a fresh water. So here there's a mistake. Now we go to other question. Anyone have a question? Give me about the miracles, please, not about errors. You see, in here today we want to debunk what is called Quran miracles. Already we debunked 2 of them. We proved them to be false and fabrication. The list is in the front of you in the screen. So which one you think it's good to debunk? What is next? You see, I'm not choosing my cherries. And if you are a Muslim listening to us, please, it's a, you know, make a challenge to me. Choose the hardest between them, if you are a Muslim, and ask me to prove it to be false. Let's see if somebody asked question. The programming of genes, is that something here in the screen, mister? Is it here in the screen? I don't see it. The programming. Let me search for it. The list is so big to find out. I mean, to find what you are asking for. The programming of genes. Genes. Still, I don't see it. All right. Okay, here we go. This is the one, right? The programming in genes. All right. I don't know what is that actually. Let me see. I don't remember I saw this one before, but let us see. The programming in genes. From what thing did he create him? From a drop of a sperm, he created him and proportioned him. Then he eases the way for him. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see what is that. The word gadarahu. What the word what? Gadara. Is that Arabic? Let us go and see the verse in Arabic. In Arabic and English. 18, chapter 80, 18. 80. I think he means qaddarahu. Not sure what. 80. 18. All right. ومن أي شيء خلقه. From what thing he created him. All right. Then we continue. Let's go to the verse after. 19. Remember, we are using the Muslim translation, not our translation. From a drop of a sperm, from nutfa خلقه فقدره. فقدره. Okay. From a drop of sperm, he created him, and he preparation him in a stages, as a blood, a clot, then embryo. After the last stage of his creation. All right. Now here actually, here we have very interesting question, or let's say a miracle, because here we can discover that Muhammad is nothing but a scam again. First of all, we are not created from a drop of a sperm. You see, drop of a sperm have millions of sperm. All right. Actually, the word sperm here is not mentioned as let us say the word nutfa is you know, we are adults, so we know what sperm is, right? It's not the sperm as individual. Nutfa is in the translation they are trying to say to you, drop of a sperm. It's not not wrong really, but it is your sperm, all of it, okay, which many of it, like all the sperm you came with when you have sex. All right, so the sperm you drop there is the one to make the baby. So where the baby is coming from is from the sperm, but this is false. If you go right now, I do not need to search for you. You can go and search right now, and you will see that the baby is not created from a sperm. According to this, the sperm is the one who transformed to be a baby. This is absolutely a stupid mistake. The sperm is not what will become the baby. The sperm go inside the egg. Only one semen, you know, semen of the man, not a drop of a sperm. One will penetrate the egg of the woman and will activate the egg, and the egg will start splitting cells and will be growing. So the one who will become the baby is the egg. The sperm have only two duty. Number one, to activate the egg. Number two, to transfer the DNA message. That's all. The sperm will disappear. There's no sperm will grow. According to this Quran here, the Quran will become a baby. I mean, the sperm will become a baby, which is absolutely false. However, in order to have a better understanding for this joke here, let us see, you know, what Muhammad said about that. So we go to Muhammad. Muhammad is the one who knows, right? Already we prove it to be wrong, by the way, because simply the sperm is not the one who became a baby. So Muhammad, he said, Let us see if we can find this hadith. All right. Now, I'm going to make the screen big again so you guys can see with me. All right. You see, all this hadith actually is about this story, but I'm trying to find you the hadith where it's giving you the numbers of days. Here we go. This is the hadith. Let us read together. I will make the screen big. Notice with me, by the way, how the hadith in English became so small. In Arabic is big, you know. Anyway, so Allah Messenger, who is the one who's talking? Muhammad, not me. So Muslims don't blame me, all right? I'm not the one who's explaining this verse. The true and truly inspired said. This is inspiration. Just take note. This is not just a speech. This is inspiration from Allah. Takbir. As regard as your creation, every one of you collected in the womb of his mother. All right? Actually, just to show you how Muslims, they false fiction the translation. The word womb does not exist. If we go in Arabic, it says fi batni ummi, fi batni, in the belly. There's no womb. You can go right now, copy the same word I'm telling you, and take it to Google Translation, and you will see the translation will come as belly. Actually, it can come as a, you know, like yeah, the belly in general. Sometimes we use it for to speak about the stomach, like my the button yuja, which means my stomach hurt. I mean my stomach, but button in generally speaking, it's mean the belly. So Muhammad saying that you will be in the belly of your mother, not in the womb, for the first 40 days. As what? As a sperm. Because remember, in the beginning you are a sperm. So 40 days as a sperm, and then you will become a clot for another 40 days. You see it? And then you will become a piece of a flesh for another 40 days. What the total is? Somebody give me the total. What is the total? We have a disaster now. Anyone have the total now? How many days now we have according to this? 40, 40, 40. What is the total? 120, right? So according to Islam, the baby will be done, created, finished in 120 days. That is 4 months. That's it. And just to show you the fabrication, you remember in the page of the miracle, they said the word فَقَدَّرَهُ. Let me show you the word فَقَدَّرَهُ here. The one I was like wondering what it is. You see the word قَدَّرَهُ, translated as proportioned in the above verse, come from the Arabic verb qadar. It translated as arranging, setting out, planning, programming, seeing the future, writing for everything in destiny by Allah. Okay. When the father's sperm call fertilities, fertilize the mother egg. You see in the Quran there is no egg, but here we mentioned the egg, no problem. Etc. etc. Determine the baby physical, etc. Each of those thousands of genes has a specific function. Okay, let me show you the fabrication here. So they want to say to you that the word qaddarahu mean the genes of the you know, the DNA. This is the DNA, brother. How Allah know the DNA? But the fact is nothing to do with this. The Muslim believe in destiny. You see, it says here everything in destiny. in the same page, just to show you how they to back up their lie. So they mention destiny, but they don't concentrate in it. They try to make it's about DNA. This is about destiny. Muslims believe that before you are created, Allah here decide your destiny. If we go to the hadith back, we will find the following. This is after the creation now, and look, he write his deeds. This is the programming we are talking about. This is not about DNA. He writes his deeds, time of his death, mean his livinghood, and his whether he will be watched or blessed in religion. So this is the programming they are talking about. He will be good, he will be bad, he will be happy, he will be filthy, he will go to paradise, he will go to etc. And you see here, then the soul is breathed into his body. So until now there's no soul. When the baby is in the stage of he is became a baby, still there's no soul. This is the last stage. This is false. The baby is alive from the first second. The egg is alive. The second that the sperm fertilize the egg, now we are talking about a baby. Yes, there is no heart yet, but it's going to develop in a few weeks. So he is a human being and he is a baby. According to this, there is no life in this creation until the end. After all of this, after programming his deeds and his death, then the soul is breathed into him. Breathed into him. And here actually there's something funny about Islam. I encourage you to save this reference, and this is the Sahih Bukhari as you see in front of you. And here it says something is totally contradict what Muslims teach us. I don't know if anyone noticed. Anyone notice? If you continue reading, after you go here, start from here. Read. Tell me, what do you see here? Do you see a mistake there? There's a big mistake. And this mistake here is not about science. It's about the religion itself. Anyone knows? Nobody? Well, you know, Islam asked the Muslims to do jihad to go to heaven. Islam asked the Muslims to do the prayer to go to heaven. Islam asked the Muslim to do Hajj to go to heaven. Islam asked you to convert to Islam to go to heaven. And then you find yourself, after doing all of this, you will go to hell. Read with me. Read it in front of you. Oh, stupid this religion is. So a man may do deeds which like a deed of people who will go to hellfire, and so much so that there is only a distance of a cubit between him and it, which means hellfire. So now there's a man who do the deeds of hellfire, and he's almost there. There's not even an arm between him and the hellfire. Like he's in the door of the hellfire. And then what been written by the angel, by the way, it doesn't say by angel in the hadith, written by Allah, not by angel. But as long as the hadith saying the angel is the one who's doing that, so it's the angel. What is written by the angel suppresses, and he start doing the deeds which is resemble the people of paradise, and he enter paradise. Wait. So it doesn't matter what you do. You pray, you don't pray. You fast, you don't fast. You go to jihad, you convert to Islam, you don't convert. Who care? It is what is written in your program system, in the hard drive, is going to take over before you arrive at the door of hell, and then you will go to heaven. If what is written for you is to go to heaven. You see the stupidity? Are we following, guys? You understand what I'm saying? This is mean all of Islam is a lie. Why I want to convert to Islam at the end of the day is what is written for me will take over. Why I want to pray, why I want to do Hajj, why I want to go to jihad, why I want to die for the sake of Allah, why I want to do fasting, why I want to do circumcise. All of this is a lie, because what is written in my program is going to take over. And then he continue, you see the opposite will happen for someone else. Similarity, a person may do deeds which is going to resemble the people of paradise. This is a guy, he is doing work, good work, a Muslim, Osama bin Laden, brother. He is doing a good work all his life. All his life, brother. They pray to Allah, they kill Christians, they kill the Jews, they hate everybody. Huh? They rape women, they kidnap them, and they ask for ransom. All the good deeds of Islam. And then he is so much close to the heaven, to the point that the distance between him and heaven is an arm. And then here we go, the drama happened again. What has been written by the angels suppresses, and he start doing the deeds of people will go to hellfire, and he enter hellfire. Seriously, Muhammad, seriously? So why I should believe in you? Huh? So you see in the miracle how in here they make it the programming about the DNA, when the fact here the programming is about your good deeds. If you read here, just to show you the deception of the Muslims, there's a huge difference between this and that. What does this have to do with the DNA? Right? And they give you numbers and scientific numbers to try to deceive you and to make you believe that this is true. You know, look, brother, look, it's amazing, brother. This is in the Quran, brother. DNA in the Quran, where the story is speaking about something totally different. Have nothing to do with it. It's a joke. It's a stupid, actually. So they make what is a stupid sound like it's a miracle. Are we getting the point, guys? So they make it about DNA and programming, etc. The word qaddarahu in Arabic, this is qadar, destiny. Muslims believe in destiny. One of the most important things in Islam is to believe in destiny. What is destiny? Is to believe in what Allah He wrote for you before your creation. This is why there's a hadith about Musa's and Adam. Both they argue together. I will show it to you, but after we finish this one. So here, take a note. If somebody want to say to you Islam is a smart religion, this is a hadith will prove Islam to be a stupid religion, and whoever believe in it have to be have a mental issue. Because there's your good deeds, your bad deeds have nothing to do where you will go. It doesn't matter where you go. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. You are a Muslim, you are a Christian. It's what is written for you before your creation, and this is against the logic of like a punishment day. You want to punish me for what? You want to send me to hellfire for what? Hey, potato Allah. Guys, listen carefully. If He is the one who wrote for me the bad deeds, and He is the one who caused me at the end of my life, I was doing good deed all my life. I was doing jihad, raping women, doing all the good deeds required in Islam to go to heaven, which killing and hate and etc. And then before I arrive to the heaven, what Allah wrote for me will take over. Now where is justice here? I was praying to Allah all my life. I was kissing the black stone, you know, non-stop. I was hating the Christians, hating the Jews. I want to do jihad. I hate America. Death to America, death to Israel. Huh? After all of this, I am almost in the door of the heaven. and then what is written for me will take over. So why I'm going to hellfire? Give me a reason. Give me a reason, Abdul, why I will go to hellfire. Where is justice there? This is the most stupid religion ever you can imagine. Are we following? Yeah, you know, the Muslim, by the way, they discovered the DNA in the Quran now. The American, the Western, they discovered the DNA, the Muslim discovered it in the Quran. They don't discover it, you know, like in the beginning. No, now they discover it. It is nothing but a fabrication. And actually, we just showed you here that Muhammad is a stupid. Yesterday, I saw a guy that he was arrested for being a false doctor. Did you see him in the TV? If you live in America, he's 18 years old. He claimed to be a doctor, right? Here we go. Muhammad claimed now to be a Dr. Muhammad. Dr. Muhammad want to tell us how the baby come to exist. 40 days as a sperm. That's alone is a funny joke. The maximum sperm can stay alive. The maximum. This is not after going in the egg. No. Before. Let us say the man has sex with his wife today. There is a maximum, I think, of 7 days maximum the sperm can stay alive. After that, the sperm is dead. According to stupid Muhammad, the sperm now stay alive inside the women for 40 days, and the sperm itself will turn into a clot. And by the way, the Quran says that this clot is a congealed blood. It's a dry blood. It's dead blood. And this is absolutely false. The egg is not a blood, and the sperm will not transfer to be an egg, and the egg will not transfer to be a blood. And this is all is a fabrication. Prove that the one who wrote the Quran is a stupid idiot. In the top of that, we find out that it doesn't matter how good your deeds is. You are really messed up. Any question? Are we done with this one or more? If there's something more clear. We mentioned that we want to talk about Musas. Hold on. Musas. Yeah, we go to Musa. Let's see the story. What happened? All right, here we go. As long as we are talking about the destiny, let us read this together. I will make the screen big so you guys can see it. The prophet said, who is talking again? The big potato, the prophet of the Abduls. The brother sister Musa argued with Adam and said to him, Adam, you are the one who get the people of the paradise by your sin. Oh, hold on, that's serious. Here we have a problem. We have a fight. Moses and Adam, I think they are in the barber shop, huh? In the saloon, in the barber shop, and they are coloring their hair. And Adam, because Adam have a gray hair, he's very old, and Moses is shaving his beard. All right. So Moses look at Adam. He says, Adam, brother, you are the one. You know, you get the people out of paradise by your sin, and that's made them miserable. And look what Adam said, man. You look at him. He said, "Oh, Moses, Habibi Moses, what's wrong, Habibi? Huh? You are the one who Allah selected as his messenger, and he is the one direct talk to you. Allah spoke to you directly. He called you by your cell phone. Never happened to anyone, brother. How you say such a thing? You blame me. You blame me for a thing which Allah has ordained for me before he created me. And then Allah messenger further said, so Adam overcome Moses by this argument. So who won the debate? Who won the debate here? Tell me, guys. Adam, right? Adam won the debate, but this is stupid. Because if you notice here with me, this is why I want Christians, and even if you're not a Christian, I want you to read carefully. I want to use your intelligence. You know, all of us, we have a special, like we have a lot of intelligence, but we don't use it. We just read and go. You know, like reading is the same as fast food. We read and go, and we don't see any story there. Okay, you know what? Adam and Moses are arguing. No, there's a problem there. There's a big problem. Moses believed in the original sin. Because when Moses accused Adam that because of you we are out of heaven, that means Moses accused Adam, and his accusation based on his belief in original sin. Moses is not a Muslim. Muslims refuse original sin. Muslims believe in destiny. Correct? It's in front of you. It's written for him both before his creation. Adam saying to Moses, are you blaming me for what is written for me before my creation? And here we want to ask a question. How Moses was a Muslim prophet, but he believed in Christian belief. He believed in the original sin. And remember, this has happened after his death, because Moses and Adam, they never met. This is supposedly after death, which is a funny story. You remember when Muhammad, he went to the seventh heaven on the top of his donkey, flying donkey? He found Moses and Adam there, and even Jesus was there too. All right? So Moses, all his life, he believed in a wrong belief. So Allah was calling him by direct call for what? He never explained to him the original sin. Moses was teaching all the Jews original sin falsely when the original sin is not true. Because according to this, who is the teacher of the Jews? If we ask the Muslims, Moses was a Muslim at that time, right? Okay. Who is the teacher of the Muslims at that time? They would say Moses. Okay, thank you. What Moses was teaching them at that time, based on this, it was original sin. And that is a very Christian belief. And that means Moses is not a Muslim, as Muslims they claim. And the proof in front of your eyes. Secondly, here, we see the stupid story again coming, says, Adam, he won the argument because says to him, how you can blame me for what is written for me? Okay, Muslims, hold on. Why you blame me for what is written for me? I am a Christian prince. Allah wrote for me what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? Hey, Abdul, brother, if Adam, he is brother sister, the Prophet Adam, brother, he did not commit sin because he liked sin, but Allah, he wrote in his dictionary, like in his hard drive, he wrote for him that Adam, you have to do sin, and this is what everything for you. So what Adam did is not something we can blame him for. And as you see, Muhammad, he takes the side of Adam and he says Adam won the argument. Then we cannot blame anyone for his sin. This is the most stupid thing ever. So why you call it sin then? Because according to this is the sin of Allah, not the sin of Adam. If Allah is the one who wrote the sin for Adam, this means the one who did the sin is Allah. The sinner is Allah. By the way, the word sin is coming from the word which is used to be called the name of the moon god, in case you do not know. So when people left the moon god worship, they start saying this is sin, which is mean this is moon god. This is forbidden. It's not good. All right. So the word sin is coming from there. And actually it's coming from the Aramaic. You see how much the Aramaic they have impact in your life? There's many words you use today is coming from the Aramaic. Actually, all what you see in front of you is coming from the Aramaic. There's many, you know, we as a Christians, the Jews, etc. Everything we have is coming from the Aramaic. Aramaic is the one of the most greatest civilization exist ever. And by their super intelligence, they were the superior at that time. Now the Muslims, they took over their lands and they're scattered, you know, but those are very intelligent people, extremely intelligent. Even the word Europe is coming from the Aramaic. Even the word Africa is Aramaic. So the Aramaic was a super intelligent people, and Muhammad, he copied from them a lot of stories which is based on ancient religions. That the moon god, he is the one who ordained for you where you will go, what you will do. Like, you know, if you go and study about the Sabians, I don't know if you know the Sabians. The Sabians, when they have a baby, he's born. That the Quran mentioned the Sabians too, right? So when the Sabians, they have a baby born, they don't give him a name right away. The Sabians, they will go and they will do calculation for the date of his birth, the name of his father, the name of his mother, and the timing of the birth, which means not only the day, like what time, 2 o'clock, 4 p.m., 6 p.m., etc. All right. And based on that, they have books, which is a book about astronomy. All right. Based on that information, they give you the name. Why? Because they believe that God, he designated for you your name. Your name is written there already. Your destiny is exist before you are exist. And actually, this is what I'm working right now in my coming book, which is going to speak about the roots of the Quran, to show you where Islam is coming from, and you will be astonished with the new book, because simply there's information you will never hear anywhere. And I'm trying not to make it big, because I notice that most of people, they get scared from big books. So let us say it's a heavy-duty book, but I will try to, if it's going to get bigger and fat, I have to divide it to books. Because I cannot make it diet too to the point you will not get the point, you know. So I'm trying to make it as much as I can small, but there is a limit I cannot exceed. So Muhammad obviously is copying from those Aramaic people, their stories, their religions, and he getting their ideas and he make it into practice, which is very stupid. At that time, those people, they believe in it. You know, the logic of man, a human being, 5,000 years ago is not the same as today. Not because they are stupid, you know. Human being always is seeking God. He's trying to find out where is God, how we can find God. Where is the truth? Where is the truth? Who's the one who created us? And when they could not find the right information, they create their own gods, because they need the existence of God. You need, you know, you have a need that you need someone to depend on. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be felt like I'm left in the middle of the ocean, nowhere. I need, if I have a hope that there's God is helping me, that will make my life better. And actually, even science proved it to be correct. Like even if you have the Messiah, he said, if you believe in a stone, but you don't believe a stone or black stone, if you believe in a stone, which means even if the stone is not what will help you, if you have faith in a stone, you will be recovered. Which means that faith is extremely important to help a human being to survive, to accomplish things, as a motivation, as a reason to stay, to live. And this is what the Messiah is speaking. This is why, you know, sometimes if I want to compare between what the Messiah he say and what the prophet of the Abdul he say, it's funny, it's stupid. We cannot even compare. Go and take any pages in the Bible and read what Jesus said. and take this Abdul here, the prophet of the Abdul, and you will laugh to death when we compare. Like, how come we don't see the Messiah saying such a thing like this? Stupid thing like that. It's impossible. Simply because Muhammad, he have nothing of his own. Muhammad is not even using his brain. He's not even using a knowledge, you know. He is using what people say to him from all generations, old religion, the Sabians, the Mandiya, they call them al-Mandanayin. Actually, if I go to YouTube, maybe I can show you something. You will see how much he copied from As-Sabians. Let us switch to Arabic. As-Sabia. You will notice that Muhammad, he, you know, almost he took everything from them. You know, I will try to find something small video about them. Let's see the front one. All right. Now, if you look, you will see that even the ablution of Muhammad is taken from there. Look, he's doing ablution. This is the wudu. You see, this is the wudu the Sabi'an they do. It's exactly what the Muslims do. It's exactly. See, look at this. I hope the video is clear. And he say Bismillah, etc. It's the same. You see, this is what the Muslims do. Go and see how the Muslims do ablution, and those are exist thousands of years before Muhammad. So there's no way we can say that they are copying from the Muslims. Is it clear? Any comment about this? All right. So anyway, this is what is my coming book actually is going to speak about, and that will show us really where Muhammad he don't have a religion. Muhammad is a collection of religions. You see, Muhammad, he took from everybody, from the Sabians, from the Persian, from the Hindus, from the Christians, the Jews, everybody. And then even the word Islam is not coming from him. Islam is a name of a person. Muhammad, he hijacked it. The name of Ar-Rahman is not you know, not his name, is not the name he came with. So this is what my book is going to focus about. It's going to be very interesting, but it's giving me a very hard time because everything I have to put there is based on translation. Well, you know, all the source we have is Arabic, and we are reading an old, let us say, a classic old Arabic, which is not easy to translate to make it fit with the English. All right. So this is why it's really the process of working in the book is not that fast. However, this book will be very, very good. And mostly I'm going to correct maybe the roots of the Quran, something like this, the roots of Islam. We will see. Anyway, do we have any other question? Let us see here if there is any question in the side. So I hope you want to take notes about those hadith, because those they can really destroy. See, those are very simple sources, but they can destroy Islam. All right, like, you know, you blame me for my sin, when my sin is created before me? And here we want to question the justice of this creation, the justice of Allah. What kind of Allah is Allah who write for me? Actually, there's a hadith, but I'm not able to find it. It's about there is supposedly a child who died, and Aisha, she said to Muhammad, you know what, I'm very happy for this child, he will go to heaven. So Muhammad, he said to her, oh, like as if he's saying, shame on you, Aisha, to say that. Why do you think the child will go to heaven? She said, well, he is a Muslim child and he commit no sin. So Muhammad, he said to her, well, you know what, it's not what he commits sin or not will decide he will be in heaven or not. It is what Allah wrote for him in his destiny. I'm trying to find a hadith out of hadith.com or sunnah. I can't find, because this is a very important hadith too. All right, let's see. I think I will be able to find it. Hold on, before we change the topic. I'm able to find the hadith in Arabic, but I want to find it in English so you can read with me. Let us try here. You know, there is endless numbers of hadith. So let's see. All right. Actually, we found it. You see, it says exists in Sahih Muslim, all the books. So this is a Sahih book. Muslims cannot talk about it's weak and they're garbage as usual. Now read with me here. I hope the text is clear. Is it clear, guys, on your side? Is the text clear? And I hope my voice is clear too. Just inform me, please, in case it is. It is not. If you read with me here, you will see Muhammad and Aisha, they are coming back from a funeral. Aisha, she said, there is a happiness for this child. There is happiness for this child, who is bird from amongst the birds of paradise. So Aisha, she is assuming that this child is going to be a bird in heaven. Why he will be bird in heaven? Because he commit no sin. And that's very logical. Actually, Jesus said in the Bible, if you don't become like those children, you will not enter the kingdom of my Father, right? Which means Jesus saying clearly that children, they will go to heaven. The reason you are not in heaven because you commit sin. A child is innocent and he commit no sin. So if you don't become like them, you will not enter heaven. Which means he's asking us to work in ourselves to go back to be innocent like the children's. Now, Aisha assumed that the child will go to heaven and he will go to paradise, as you see. And by the way, just to take a note here, the word in Arabic for paradise is not the same as in English. It is Jannah. Jannah. Jannah is not really what you think about heaven. You see, the Muslims in English, we use same terms. Like we use the same theft, but theft in Islam is not the same as theft in Christianity. Adultery in Islam is not the same adultery in Christianity. Like in Islam, you can touch a woman, you can kiss her, you can play with her private part, she can play with your private part. As long as you don't have intercourse, this is not adultery in Islam. This is called al-lamam. So Islam have different terms and conditions, let us say it this way. So don't mix your background with Islam. Islam is totally different. So when you say paradise, they don't mean your paradise. Paradise of Muslims is Jannah. Jannah is a garden, and that garden exists on heaven since the beginning, which means Adam and Eve, they were not in the garden in the earth, like the Bible speaks about the Garden of Eden. By the way, Eden is a name was given to a city based on the story of the Garden of Eden, but this is not the Garden of Eden. So don't confuse yourself about the city of Eden and says, oh, this is Eden. Huh? No, this is a name was given to the city long after the story was known. So the Muslim, they have their own garden, which is in heaven, and this garden is trees, fruits, rivers, you know, river of milk, river of honey. Even Muhammad, Allah, he gave him a promise. If you go to the chapter of Al-Kawthar, Allah, he promised him a river of sperm, because a guy, he accused him that he have no penis. So Allah, he told him, Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar. All right, if you go, this is the chapter of Al-Kawthar. You see, it is the name of a river in the paradise. But the fact in Arabic, it says more details. This river is white like milk, and this river will give Muhammad the ability for sex. Because remember, the whole chapter, it's a very funny chapter, by the way, because it's just a few verses. All right, I think it's 3 verses, right? 3 verses. Let us see, if I'm not mistaken. It's not opening. I'm trying to click, but it's not for some reason. Oh, it's open. Here we go. It's 3 verses. You see, a guy, he accused Muhammad that he don't have a penis. He cannot have kids another way. All right. So Allah told Muhammad, you know what? In the heaven, I will reward you for this. I'm going to give you a river of sperm, not only a penis. And I don't know if you remember, I told you before a story where Muhammad, he said, I was the most weak between all mankind in sex, and then I invoked my God Allah, and he sent me a dish of shish kebab. It's called al-kufayt, and after I ate it, I get the power of 40 men. All right. And I don't know how Muhammad, he was able to count how powerful he is. Maybe they have a race, like they brought 40 men and Muhammad in the other side, and there's 40 men having sex and Muhammad alone in the other direction, and 1, 2, 3 start, and all of them start having sex, and then all of them get tired. Muhammad was able to beat all of them, and he was the winner of the prize of 40 men, 40 horse in sex. And actually proven to be this is false. Usually those who speak too much about their power of sex is the one who have a problem with it, because they try to exaggerate in order to cover a problem they have. Like you talk about it because simply you keep thinking about your problem. It's a problem for you. This is why you talk about it. This is why Muhammad is talking about it. So obviously Muhammad is suffering from a problem. He cannot have kids. No, by the way, Muhammad never have kids. You see, the Muslim, they say to you, Muhammad have 4 children from Khadija. He have a child from Mary the cook. This is false. None of them is his children. None. Children of Khadija are from her first marriage. She have 2 husbands before Muhammad. This is why his daughters are almost close to his age. Then what the child of Mary the Copt, it was from her cousin, or she was accused of sleeping around. Remember, she is a slave. But Muhammad, he married all those wives. He could not make one of them pregnant, not even one. And even Aisha in the hadith, she said the Prophet used to imagine himself having sex, but in fact he never did. Now we go back to our topic, which is about the paradise. Aisha assuming here that the child, because he commit no sin, he will go to heaven. Thereupon the messenger said, Don't you know Allah created the paradise, and He created the hell, and He created the dwellers of the for the paradise and the denizens of the hell, which means He will not go to heaven. We don't know. Allah created who will go to heaven and who will go to hell. It's not you. It's not because you commit sin or not. I hope what I'm saying is clear, guys. Is it clear? Like, if there's anyone that's getting confused? This is a child who never commit any sin, but yet there's no guarantee he will go to heaven or to hell. This is why we say, as a Christians, in Christianity, we believe we are guaranteed to go to heaven. Whoever believe in me and I will live. This is what Jesus said. All right. At the same time, He said, not everyone says, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do His will. So believe, faith will bring work with it. The tree without fruits will be cut off and will be thrown in the hellfire. Islam is a very stupid religion. In the same time, I can show you tons of verses in the Quran saying the one do good deeds, Allah will reward them, etc. So how you say to me that my deed will not accomplish anything and I will go to hell anyway if it's what written for me, written before my creation? Islam is a religion of stupidity. Like they say to you, the Muslim, they say, well, how come the Quran does not have contradiction? What do you mean doesn't have contradiction? This is the book of contradiction. This is the book of contradiction. Here we go. In chapter 2, verse number 25, you can choose any translation you want. There's many verses, by the way, all of them proving the same. Chapter 2, verse number 82. Chapter 2, verse number 2. By the way, it's the same words repeated over and over and over and over. Like, you know, why you are repeating the same sentence? The same sentence, read it. In وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمَلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ etc. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ عَمَلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ etc. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ عَمَلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ etc. It's the same. The same statement repeat over and over and over. However, if we examine it, we will see that this is contradict what you are saying, that Allah will make destiny for you. It's not really what you do. You see here it says, but those who have faith and work righteousness, they are the companion of the garden. So He promised you, if you do righteousness, you will go to the garden. But this is not what, you know, like a different verse in the Quran, where it says that Allah, He make your destiny before your creation. And this is what Muhammad is saying in the hadith. And we showed you that your righteousness will not help you. What is written by Allah is going to take over. This is why we say, you know, Islam is good if you have a mental issue. Seriously, if you have a mental issue, Islam is good for you, because, you know, Islam is a religion of nothing. You have no idea what this religion is about. You cannot even determine what this belief is about. Is righteousness is good? Yes and no. Quran says yes, different verse in the Quran says no. Hadith says no. Hadith says yes. I can show you from the same hadith where Muhammad is asking them to do righteousness. And what is righteousness? To donate for him. Hey, by the way, guys, don't forget to make righteousness and donate for me, all right? So it's a complex of madness. And there is no way you can have a brain you believe in such a garbage. And this is my challenge again for those who are listening. If you are a Muslim and you want to make a challenge for me, please let me know. Especially if you want to debate me. All right. Now, by the way, the hadith we mentioned before, about Moses and Adam, you remember it, right? Moses and Adam, they are arguing on who is the winner, who is the loser. All right, this hadith, if you remember it. The English is not coming. I have a question here. Why Adam is in the heaven? Why Adam is in the heaven? What happened to this hadith? The English is not coming. You know what I mean? Adam commits sin. Allah kicks Adam from heaven for what? For committing sin. Thank you very much. Why Adam is back there? I'm not sure if you are getting my idea here. Okay, if you will go to heaven anyway, if it's written for Adam to go to heaven, why Allah kicked Adam from heaven? You know what I mean? Allah, He kicked Adam from the garden. The garden. Adam is out. For what? For he commits sin. Hold on. There's a story here saying that Adam commit no sin. It is Allah who wrote it for him. So number one, Allah is stupid because he punished Adam for no sin. It is him who made the sin happen. Number two, Adam right now is back in heaven. Hold on. Why you kicked him out if he's going back? Are you getting my point, guys? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how would this religion work? Is Adam out? Is Adam in? He's out for what? He's in for what? He was kicked out of heaven for what? I challenge a Muslim to tell me why Adam was kicked out of heaven. If the one who wrote his sin for him is Allah, the one who gave him the destiny is Allah, why Allah kicked him out of heaven? Is your God sick? Is he mental? There's a movie, it's called The Perfect Host. I advise everybody to watch it. The Perfect Host. That story resembles Allah and Muhammad. A guy who sees things does not exist. He writes letters to himself. He sent postcard to himself. He sent the postcard from his girlfriend, but there's no girlfriend. He is right. He's sending the postcard for himself from a girlfriend that does not exist. So here what we have, Allah, He wrote a postcard to Adam. Adam received the postcard. Adam do what is written in the postcard. And then Adam will be punished for doing what Allah told him in the postcard. So Allah sent him another postcard, saying to him, Adam, get out of heaven because you did what I told you to do in the first postcard. So Adam lost his house. And he went out of the house, which is a beautiful house. And now he have a miserable life. And Allah sent him down in Amman, in India, and Eve in Yemen. You see how, I don't know how they found each other later. According to the stories, Adam, Allah sent him first time in India. And this is actually telling me some of the roots of Islam. You know, even Adam of the Muslims is an Indian Adam. And that explains some of the way Muslims they do in the Hajj. If you go right now and compare between a priest, a Hindu priest, maybe we can search right now actually. You see, those topics are complicated. Like, you know, you start talking about something, you're in talking about many things. Let us see. We go to Google. What we will call I will use actually the term Hajj. You know, if you look at the Muslims practice and the Hindu practice, you will see how much similar it is. I don't know if there's any pictures here. I want to show you pictures. I'm not interested really in the article. No, there's no pictures. Okay. Let us go to images. Look at this picture here. Those are Muslims. Those are Muslims. But this is exactly how the Hindu dress, especially when they do their ritual things. And when they want to go to the Hajj, actually, they have to shave their hair. Like now, they have to go zero. Like you see the one who was doing Hajj really. Depends if you are doing Umrah or so. You know, you shave your hair, you wear a sheet, you show your shoulder, and you cover exactly like even here. Let's show you. Those are the Hindus. Do you see it? I don't know if the image is clear enough. Is it exactly what the Muslim dress when they go Hajj? If I do not tell you those are Hindus, you will not, you would think those are Muslims going Hajj. It's exactly the same clothes. And by the way, they have a black stone too. And the black stone present the fertility, the god of sex. Like, there's a stone present the man private part and the female private part. I forgot what they call it. So obviously there's a lot of things both they share, and they have to shave their hair too when they do the rituals. You see it? When you go to the Hajj, you have to shave. You have to shave your hair totally. You can keep your beard, but you have to shave your hair. So there is it's not really a secret that there is a lot of roots coming from everywhere, and this is why I'm saying that Islam is nothing but a collection of religion. Islam is not a religion. It's a shish kebab, salad, falafel, some from here, some from there. From this religion, from that religion, we took from everybody something and we put it there, and then we came with this religion. There's a lot of pictures. This is the black stone. I'm sure you know it, right? Anyway, let us go back and let us see if there is another question here. Anyone have a question? Says, yeah, the funny, when Muhammad, he went to the heaven, according to the story, when he went to the heaven, if you go to the story, somebody's asking me, do Adam get his his versions? Did Adam get the versions? All right. When Muhammad, he went to the heaven, there is something missing there. You see, Muhammad, he told his people that when you go to heaven, you will get the versions, right? But when Muhammad, he went to the heaven, he did not see any women. There's no versions, because Muhammad, remember, he went already. Let me show you there is a funny story actually in the hadith. Typing in English again. Sometimes we forget myself. I type a long line in English, but then I look at it is in Arabic, and sometimes the opposite. Let us see. Oh, this is a short one. Let me see if I can find a long one. This one actually, if you let us see. I want to find the long hadith. This is a short one. It's the same story, but this is like very short. Here we go. This is the one I'm talking about. Let us make it bigger. This is a story supposedly Muhammad reporting. Before we read it, this is the reference. Take a note, please, in case you want to have the reference for it. Muhammad, remember, Muhammad was he was the first prophet ever in the history who have a plastic surgery. I don't know if I should report this story for you as Zakir Naik. I think if Zakir Naik here would say, Brother Fitter, the prophet once was asleep. In the state of sleep, there are two doctors, they came to him. They tapped his chest, they took his heart, and they installed in his heart a depth of wisdom and faith. Just wait. Muhammad was in a stage of sleep or laying down, and actually in different story it says that he faint. He faint. And two angels, they came to him and they cut his chest from here to here. All right. Two person, they came to Muhammad and they have a golden tray, and this golden tray containing the water of Zamzam. This is not really accurate, you know. It doesn't say containing the water of Zamzam. This is why I say Muslim translation is extremely false. It says he took my heart and he washed it with the water of Zamzam. All right, and then he put in there wisdom and faith. Wisdom and faith. He washed it with water of Zamzam, and he restored it to original position. And after it was filled with faith and wisdom. Have you ever heard of a dish come to you, golden dish, and this dish does not contain water of Zamzam? This is false translation. This dish contain wisdom and faith. Actually, if you read the same story in different page, because this story repeated many times, you will see how Muslim they give false translation. Let me show you. This is why I say don't ever trust a Muslim translations. Here we go. Look how the story translation here changed. Come on, I'm trying to zoom in. All right. Here it says, while I was lying in Al-Hatim, you know, like he was lying down like afternoon or something like that, suddenly someone came to me and cut my body upon from here to here. Like Muhammad reporting a story as if it is like something happening every day. Somebody cut your body? As simple as that? Okay, he cut it from where to where? I asked Al-Jurad, who was by my side, what does it mean between like from here to here? What do you mean? Right? What do you mean from here to here? Where here to here? What? He said, it is mean from his throat to his pubic area. What? Or said from the top of his chest all the way to his pubic area. The Prophet said farther, he then looked at my heart, the guy who cut him, and a golden tray of belief. You see, there's no water of Zamzam there in the tray. The golden tray is full of belief and faith, actually. All right. So a golden tray of belief was brought to me, and my heart was washed and was filled with belief. Ooh. This is the first plastic surgery for belief. You see, Muhammad is not trying to get his breast bigger. He's not trying to get a breast implant like women do sometimes. Muhammad, he want to have a big breast of belief. So Allah, he sent an angel. Actually, the story is very convincing. Think about it. You are laying down, okay, and then someone came to you. He cut your chest from here to here, which is from your throat all the way to your testicles. And what is that for? Just to clean his heart. Like, I don't know why he cut all the way to his testicles. Like, what the heart have to do with there? And anyway, so he took his heart off. He washed it. He put some shampoo, and he put some detergent, and he polished it, and became shiny. And then after that, the angel, he start pushing faith inside his heart, like faith, put more faith, give me more faith. He have a golden tray, is full of faith, and he start inserting faith on the heart of Muhammad. Very convincing story. Now here the story continue. Al-Buraq come. Al-Buraq is a donkey, or let us say it's an animal like a donkey, but it's bigger than a donkey, smaller than a mule. Al-Buraq, he came. The animal step was so wide that it reached the farthest point within the reach of animal's side. Wow. I was carried on it. This is the flying donkey. And then the story goes here. Each time Muhammad, he arrived with Jibreel, they arrive in the front of a gate. There's a gate guard. There's a gate guard. Anyone knows where this is coming from, the gate guard? Anyone knows? I'm looking at the comments to see. Anyone knows? I advise you, there's a book, it's called the Book of Enoch. Anyone have heard of it? The Book of Enoch? You guys heard of it? By the way, there's many comments, guys. Sorry if I don't answer you, because sometimes I'm focusing on the screen, and sometimes I go back to your comments, so I will try to answer them later. The Book of Enoch speak about guardian. There's guardians, and those guardians are the, God. He have a warehouse. The Book of Enoch is rejected in Christianity. All right, this is a fake book. All right, I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm talking about a book. It's called the Book of Enoch. All right, so this book is fabricated book full of fairy tale stories. One of the things about you will notice in the Book of Enoch, there's guardians, there's gates and guardians, etc., and there's a warehouse. Actually, this is where Muhammad, he got the story about the hail. If you remember, the Quran speak about there's hail in mountains. You see how complicated this is? Like, you know, you want to talk about Islam, you find yourself speaking about everything. There is hail which is located in mountains. In the Book of Enoch, there's a warehouse, and there's an angel is guardian for the fire, guardian for the ice, the snow. There's guardian for everything. It's a warehouse. God, he collect those things in heaven. They are flying like Avatar, the movie. So in chapter 24, verse number 43, you will see the Muslims in their translation, in order to cover the problem here, just to show you. That's why I say don't ever trust a Muslim translation. It doesn't matter how good they are. They will never tell the truth. All right? Here it says, and he sent down from the sky mountain masses of a cloud. There is no cloud. Wherein he is here. You see how the false fiction, the translation, because they want to cover what Muhammad stole from the book of Enoch, and he put it there. And actually, the book of Enoch too, it's a story from other religions. And maybe later we can talk about it. And they put it there, and they make it in the translation. They put it between two brackets to tell you later, if we got busted, I say to you, oh, I put it between the brackets. It's not there. In the Quran, there's no such a thing. If we change the translation, right away you will see how the translation change. Let us see Shakir. Look what Shakir do, the other liar. And he sent down of the cloud that are like mountains. What a cloud? What like mountains? Where is hail? You see? So now they try to make you believe that the Quran is speaking about a cloud who look like mountains. It's it's an expression term, and hail come from there. Until now, scientifically, there is no problem. But the Quran doesn't say that. Let us see different translation until we get them busted. This is why after I finish my book, the one I have in my hand, I will work in the Quran translation. This is Big Tal. Oops. What happened? All right. So here in Big Tal, he sent down from heaven, from the heaven, mountains where is hail. You see how the translation changed? Uh-oh. This guy, he did not notice that this would be a problem. So somehow he was honest in the translation. The Quran said, so he sent down from heaven mountains where is hail. So there's actually, the translation should be this way. He sent down hail from mountain in it. He sent down hail from mountains, which means the hail is coming from what? From mountains. There's mountains of hail, of ice, snow. Allah break it and submit his hail on those who he don't like. But here you notice how the translation changed upside down. You cannot trust a Muslim translation ever. They are not people of honesty, and they will do anything. Look at this here. And he sent down from the sky hail like mountains, and then he add, or they are in the heaven mountains of hail. Like, come on, is it this or that? The fact it's mountain in heaven where hail in it. It's a mountains of hail. So what I'm trying to say to you, that most of the stories Muhammad he come with is not his own stories. So here he arrived in the front of the gate of the heaven. Each time he stopped in the front of the gate, the angel he asked him, there's a gate guard. He asked Jibreel. All right, you see here, when he asked, and Jibreel set out with me till we reach the nearest heaven. When he asked for the gate to be open, so there's a gate need to be open. So heaven of Allah have a real gates. Those are not virtual or metaphorical gates. No, no, no. There is a checkpoint. There's a real gate. There's a guard. So he asked for the gate to be open. So Jibril now is in front of the door. He says, "Open the gate." The angel from the other side, he said, "Who is it?" What? What? The angel. You do not know the Jibril? Guys, you need to focus with me. If I am an angel, and this is Jibril, one of the most important angels for Allah, this guy is coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. How many people they come in the front of the gate of Allah every day? Like, who's going to go there? Nobody. The Quran says that Allah protects the zone of the earth and the heaven, so shaitan cannot go there, and no human can go there without permission. So how come the angel is saying, "Who is there?" And then Jibril says, "It is me." Jibril answered. Look, Jibril answered, "Gabriel." In Arabic, by the way, it's Jibril, not Gabriel. It was asked, "Who is accompanying you?" It looked like this angel, he had a very weak vision. He could not recognize Muhammad. He could not recognize Jibril. "Who is with you?" Jibril replied, "Muhammad." And it was asked, "Muhammad been called?" Like, okay, he did not ask him Muhammad who, Muhammad what, you know. He just asked him Muhammad was called. So if you know Muhammad already, because obviously you know him, when he said to you Muhammad, he didn't give you Muhammad the son of etc., the son of etc. How many Muhammad there is? So right away he says Muhammad. Right away the angel, he said, "Oh, he been called." The guy in the gate, he have no information that Allah called him. You see, there's a bad management in the heaven of Allah. The chief of the security in the warehouse, in the White House, is not doing his job. He did not leave the name of Muhammad in the gate. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, the story go long and it's really stupid. You can read it yourself, and you will see that what I was trying to say to you, that when he went there, Muhammad, he did not see the virgins. Like I'm answering what his name, Peter. I'm not sure how to say his name correctly. Please, I apologize if I say your name wrong. Peter Martifiki. I'm not sure how to say it. Please, I apologize if I say it wrong. See, he was asking about the when Adam he get back, he get the virgins. Well, Adam he's there because you will see he saw Adam. You know, Muhammad he saw Adam, but Adam is not. He's not in the company, and he saw Moses. He saw all those prophets supposedly, but they are not in the company of. Here we go. You see, I saw Adam there. And you see there's no women around, there's no virgins. He saw Moses, there's no virgins. He saw Jesus, there's no virgins. But yet he promised us that when we go to heaven the virgins will be waiting. So maybe Adam did not get any virgins, and maybe Isa did not get any virgin, and even Yahya, John the Baptist, he got no virgins. No virgins there? Where are the virgins? How come they are not there? You can read the whole story. It's a very stupid story. And then Allah, he gave him 50 prayer. You know, I never saw a God. He gave his prophet 50 prayer. 50 prayer, right? Allah gave him 50 prayer a day, and then when Muhammad he leave the seven heaven, he saw Adam, Moses waiting for him. So Moses says to him, "Oh Habibi Muhammad, what happened, Habibi? So Musa, he said to him, tell me, Muhammad, what happened? So Moses get the answer from Muhammad. He told him, Allah gave me 50 prayer. He's happy, Muhammad, 50 prayer. So Moses turned to him, Muhammad, are you an idiot? How you can pray 50 prayer? How you can handle 50 prayer? Which means Allah is stupid, Muhammad is stupid, Moses the Jew is smart. He noticed that this is impossible. So he told him, go back and ask Allah for discount. So Muhammad, he went again, and Allah gave him more discounts from the 50 prayer. It became 5 prayer, from 50 to 5. Isn't it amazing? Muhammad really is good. Actually, Musa is good. If not Musa, the Muslims right now, they will be praying 50 prayer. It is Musa the Jew who made the Muslims pray 5 prayer today. Allah gave him discount from 50 to 5. Isn't it amazing? He's saying, any other question? Feel free, by the way, to ask questions. If you have anything you don't understand, I will be happy to answer you. No problem, right? So here, actually, you know, this is why I say always, the best way to fight Islam is to know about Islam. Muslims, they can lie to you as much they want, as long you are ignorant, you do not know the religion, as long you have no idea. And then, you know, ignorance is a weakness. You like it or not. Like, imagine you want to go somewhere, you want to visit someone, but you don't have direction. So because you are ignorant about the direction, you will be lost, and you will not be able to find your way. So ignorance is a big problem, you know, mankind they have. And Muslims, they take advantage of your ignorance. You don't speak Arabic, you do not know much about Islam, you do not know how to answer, so they can lie to you because you do not know. I'm looking here in the side, the same question actually. You're asking me, I was looking where it says Muhammad was killed or die. This is going to be found in chapter 3, verse number 144. Allah says Muhammad will die or will be killed, but I cannot find the reference. All right. I don't know if you hear me. If you hear me, let me know, please. All right. So this is can be found. You can go to chapter 3, verse number 144. It says, وَمَا مُحَمَّدْ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَاتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ. Actually, this verse alone is a proof of problem. Like, even we don't, it's not our topic right now, but we can show you something here about it. About chapter 3, verse number 44. All right. This is the verse you are talking about. And look at the false translation of the Muslims. The reason they give false translations, because if the translator is smart, he knows that this verse will cause a problem. Muhammad is no more than a messenger. Many were the messengers that passed away before him. The word many does not exist. What the Quran says, قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلُهُ الرُّسُلُ, which means all messengers before him, they pass away. if we change the translation, you will find right away how we can prove that the deception. All right, let us see. Let us go to Shakir. Look how the translation did change. And Muhammad is no more than an apostle. The apostle have already passed away before him. You see, where is the many? All the apostles actually, قد خلت من قبله, which means all apostles. And this is here will cause a problem, because if all apostles they are dead already, they pass away, that means Jesus should be included, and this is a contradiction. Where in the Quran says وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ وَإِنَّمَا شُبِّهَ لَهُم. We know that they crucified him not, they killed him, but it was made to appear to them. And the story says that Jesus is in heaven. He never died, according to Muslims. But this verse says all the apostles, they have already passed away. And the Quran confirmed that clearly. قد خلت. قد, we call it istihqaq, which means something guaranteed. Something guaranteed happened. All they die. But Muslim translation cannot be honest. Look here what he put. The like of whom, what whom. There is nothing, Messengers have passed away before him. What messengers? All the messengers, they pass away. And here you will notice that Allah, he said that if he die or slain, you leave him. Why Allah, he says if he die or he's slain? Because Muhammad, he is not sure he will die normal death or he will be killed. You see, if Muhammad is a prophet of God, he should know how he will die. So it's going to be like a nice thing to see in the Quran if Muhammad says if he was slain because he was killed by poison or killed by poison, so he will inform in the future how he will be killed. But the Quran, because the Quran maker was not sure how Muhammad will die. All right, I hope I answer your question. Any other question? If the mountain does not go to Muhammad, Muhammad will go to mountain. No, this has nothing to do with the religion. That's this is false. It's like actually there's a story behind it. But do mountains come to Muhammad anyway? There's a story of a trees where Muhammad used to do poo-poo. The trees, they keep him in shade, and that is very funny. Because imagine you are sitting under the, excuse my language, you are doing your poo-poo under a tree. And then the tree moving around to keep you in shade. But this is, if you think about it, this is very stupid. Why? Forget about the tree is moving. Things can happen in cartoon. However, why the tree want to keep Muhammad in shade? Because the shade is moving. Well, how long Muhammad is doing poo-poo under the tree? Let us say I sit under the tree in the shade right now. How many hours is going to take before the tree shade will change? Unless Muhammad is doing poo-poo for the coming 10 hours. You know what I mean? Any other question? Any more question? Are you guys enjoying our time here? I'm not opening Paltalk no more because Paltalk, I feel like it's full of hypocrite people, and I'm really, I might open maybe once a week. I believe it is better, and in the future, if God provide me more, I will have a maybe phone line and people they can call, specific phone line for the program here, so people they can share, or maybe we can use Skype, and people they can call me to ask questions. And if you have anyone he dare to debate me, please don't hesitate to invite, to challenge Muslims. If anyone you think he's a scholar, don't bring me kids. You know, don't bring me someone, with my respect to everybody, if you are young. But you know, it's not good for me to debate someone who's 19, 20, because there's no point, right? So someone he studied Islam, somebody he claimed he is knowledgeable about Islam, you know, he's more than welcome. What about Osama Dagduk translation? I did not read all of Osama translation, so really I cannot really judge, but I am assuming that it must be good. But how perfect it is, I don't know. Brother Osama, he gave me actually the translation, but I could not really read it. I read some of it. In the beginning, I was trying to use his translation for my first book, but then I found that my translation will be even, you know, better for me, more comfortable, because you know, my Arabic, I believe it's very, very good. Will give me ability to make better translation. So, but you know, I don't know. You can check. Like, you can go right now, if you have Osama Dagduk translation, go to this verse 144, and tell me what it says there. If it says the same as what Muslim says, it means he's wrong. You see, I don't take a side because he's my brother in Christ and he's a close friend of mine. No, if he's wrong, he's wrong. So we mentioned many verses until now, and we mentioned many false translation about them. Compare if you have the book. All right. What do you do? Wrote search. I'm not sure what do you mean, Piotr. What do you mean you wrote search? You wrote and search. I'm not sure what you mean. If you guys, if you can give me a full question so I can understand you, because if the questions are coming like drop of water, you know, especially like here, it doesn't come in order. I don't know, like you see in Google, the questions are not coming in order. Questions go up, questions go down. It's confusing. So it's even hard to know which one is the last question, which one is the order, you know. I keep scrolling up and down to find out where is the questions. And you know, actually, you know, like you notice that we start talking about something and you find yourself talking about something else, and this is how you know if someone really know what he's talking about or not. Because if he is a person, he knows something, you know, you notice that those who speak about Islam mostly, I support them, by the way, but they have a few verses, they keep repeating it because simply they cannot really go in a complicated topic. They cannot point their finger here and there and there because simply their knowledge is limited in based on what they read in an article, or you know, it's a copy paste. You see someone, he's debating a Muslim and he's reading in his computer. And that means you do not know really much. You are just reading what is written there. You will see one of the reasons, by the way, Muslims refuse to debate me. I refuse to decide what the topic. I don't want to have a topic. Like you see, when I opened today, I said anyone, I challenge anyone to choose any of those miracles and challenge me to prove it wrong. I did not say I want to talk about this one or this one or this one. I said you give me, because it doesn't matter really where you go. It doesn't matter what the topic. You see, Muslims, like you see those potatoes, Shabir Ali, those are no scholars. Shabir Ali is the last one to be called a scholar. This guy, he have no idea. Actually, Shabir Ali, he might know about the Bible more than you know about his religion. Those people, they want you to decide what is the topic a month in advance. You know what the reason? because they cannot go for a debate without going and searching Google and printing pages and put them in the front of them, and then here we go, I know your questions, I know the answers, because now we have a specific topic, so I know what it's coming, and now I can protect myself, and I prepare myself by printing as many as I can or make a Word document of the topic of reference, because there are no scholars. Are you getting the point? If someone is a scholar, he does not need to pick up a topic 2 weeks in advance. Give me a question, I give you the answer right now, right here. I do not need 2 weeks before in advance to give me a question, and then I go and give you the answer. Right? And this is why actually I don't like those kind of debate they do, like in ABN. They announce the topic 5 weeks in advance, you know. Olive trees on Mount Sinai, error in the Quran, a rebuttal to Sam Shamoun by Bassam Zawadi. Bassam Zawadi is a kid. Those are kids. Those are not, you know. And actually they ask what his name, Answering Islam, to take off their articles from his website. They are asking him because it's full of errors. But Osama Abdullah, he refused. Why? Because Osama Abdullah, he want them there because that will generate a lot of visitors. The more articles you have in your website, the more text will appear in Google, the more people will come, even though it's full of mistakes. So those who wrote those articles themselves, they deny it. They don't want it no more. All right? So there is no need to refute it, actually. However, any of those names dare to come here and say, I want to debate you? Like I hear Muslims challenging me in the internet, but I don't see them. I'm here. I used to open my room almost every day for 10 hours, 12 hours. Not even one Muslim show up. Where are they? They post in this website and that website, I want to debate a Christian Prince. I challenge to Christian Prince, but they never show up. They don't know where to find me. Yeah. Anyway, speaking about Turu Sina, the one you mentioned, what's your name? YI? You guys, you choose hard names for me to pronounce. All right. See, I'm hungry, and my stomach is talking. All right. Those stories actually, they are coming from legions, and maybe I should mention, I did not talk about it yet in my book, but now you remind me about it. Maybe I should mention it in my book. One of the things about the Quran, you will notice that there is many problems in any page you go. Like here we go, the same chapter. The person who mentioned this is, topic here. He just mentioned it, and then we open the verses, and then we will right away will find the mistakes. The whole chapter is a joke. The whole chapter is a joke. If you go here with me, chapter, in the same chapter, chapter number 23, verse number 14. This chapter is speaking the same topic we mentioned before about how Allah, He created the sperm into a clot, a congealed blood, and then became a flesh, and then the flesh became bones, and then we covered the bones with the flesh. And then at the end it says, فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ. فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ. Like, I know you want to talk about the Sinai thing, but why Muslims don't see the whole story there? Because all of it need big articles. The Quran here have a mistakes about the creation, the sperm, the blood growing and became a baby, and then became a bones, and then became, we cover it with the flesh, and then Allah, He says He is the best of the creators. Can the Muslim says to me, who is the creators? They will say to you, look how the answer will be. They will say, well, you know what? Who is the one who created Microsoft? Who is the one who created iPhone? This is not a creation. Hypocrite Muslims. In religion, a new Quran is stating clearly what the creation Allah is talking about. Creation is creating a human being, creating a living creature. I don't know what happened. My screen disappeared. Hold on. All right. I cannot get back. I'm trying to zoom in my mouse, but it's not coming. Okay, that's weird. Sorry, guys. What's happening here? Come on. There's a move you do on your finger, you get the pages back, right? But I cannot do it. It's not functioning. Okay, let's see now. All right, now we get back, finally. All right, sorry for this. We go back to the page. All right. Come on. No, it's not okay. For some reason, it's giving me a hard time. And when we made the sperm into a clot of congealed blood, you know, all of us, we know that dead blood will never grow, and the sperm never transfer. We spoke about this already. And so this is always a mistaken error. And then at the end, it says Allah is the best to create. This is a false translation. If you go to different translation, this is why, again, I say Muslims are liars. Liars. Shame on you. Dishonesty is the flag of Islam. Go back, verse number 14. Look how the translation changed here. The creator in Yusuf Ali became the creators. Yes, it is the creators. Allah is the best of the creators. But here the verse is speaking about what kind of creation? Speaking about the creation of a human being, flesh, blood, living creatures. When Allah, He says, I am the best of the creator, that is an idea was accepted by the pagans before Islam and during Islam, because they believe that Allah is not the only creator. There's many creators, but Allah is the best. So Allah here is in competition. My creation and your creation. And all of us, we know the story where Jesus, He created from the mother bird. So if you go and read the story, all of it, including the story of Sinai, you will see that there's no connection here. And the topic is really, actually read every verse and connect it to the verse after. You will find no reason for the verse to be there. And a tree that grows out of the Mount of Sinai, which produce oil and condiment for those to eat. What is that? Seriously, what is that? We caused to grow a garden, a palm tree, grapes for you. We send down water from the cloud according to the measure. Then we cause it to settle in earth, And most shortly, actually, this is false, you know, because as we said, the cloud is not the one sending the rain, really. I mean, the water is coming from the ocean. It's not the rain who cause the water, it is the ocean. The ocean is already exist. The ocean is causing steam. The steam became a cloud. The cloud come as rain. So you will not find any connection between this verse and this verse and this verse, because what this has to do with this, and what is before it and what after it. Notice here with me, he's talking, and then surely on the day of resurrection you shall be raised, and certainly we made above you 7 heavens. Where's the 7 heavens? There's 7 heavens, 7 earth. Can we find the 7 earth? I want to see the 7 earth. Where is 7 planets like the earth? So if you read it, you will believe here that this is talking about what? Talking about the heaven. So what the tree of Sinai have to do with the heaven? You see here, you will raise in the day of resurrection, right? You surely in the day of resurrection you shall be raised, and certainly we made above you 7 heaven. So what he's counting here supposedly it's about what above. So what do you mean the Mount of Sinai? What does have to do with this? Are we going talking about the heaven above, or we are going talking about the Mount of Sinai down on earth? Do we have cattle in the heaven, or we have cattle in the earth? Very funny, very stupid stories. And then he jumped to Noah, like resurrection day, and then Noah. What is the connection between this and one? No, nothing. Anyway, so maybe we should you know, make extra explanation for those stories. Like we take the whole chapter and we take it one by one, and we go with more details. Maybe today, guys, we have we maybe will continue more later, maybe tomorrow, maybe today is enough, because I'm getting really hungry. It's getting late. So obviously Muslims cannot debate us, and that for a reason, and the reason is so clear, that simply they cannot make it. It's impossible to debate us. And I hope that you guys are taking reference and increasing your knowledge. And the good thing about the videos, people, they can come, like right now we finish, we go, people, they can come and they can play this video and etc. And always, if you wanna like know my news, or to see what is my last, let us say I lost my YouTube, always you can visit me in my website, investigateislam.com. all right, and you can subscribe to our page here. Don't forget to do that. We have not much a number actually, because not many of you are I don't keep talking about it. This is why maybe not many of you knows. You can subscribe to Facebook, and here actually you will find out what is my live accounts of Facebook, I mean of YouTube. So by clicking at each article here, you will see I have my video posted. So from there you can go to YouTube channel and you will find out what is my new YouTube, in case I lost ever my YouTube. All right, because you know Muslims keep flagging my videos, etc. And at the same time, if you guys like to donate for us, there's an option for donation. Right now we have, I believe, 25 people. They are oh, we have 26. That's good. Like, thank you very much for those who they are helping. You know, when I started doing the donation, I know from the beginning that many they will help, and I'm not really too much upset about it, because it's not about the money. It's about only 26 Christians that really care for what we do. I saw in the same website here, 2 children, they want to go around the world, and they are asking for donation for 32,000, and they got almost all of it. So a woman, she want to teach how to cut the plant, how to make a cake, and they got donation. But we are the one who do serious work, dangerous work. We write books, we make videos, and then when we ask the Christians to help, then only we get 26 people. Like now, now it's 26 actually. However, I appreciate each one of them. The point for me is, if you want to help, you can donate $1 only. So it's not really about money. But it's not really nice to see from all those Christians we have only 26. So I wished we have 578 supporters. Each one of them is donating $1. $1. Because that will make me believe there's 578 people behind me. But sadly, Christians, they like things for free, because Jesus was for free, right? Jesus died for us for free, crucified for free. He will do everything for us for free, everything for free. We love free things. But this is not true. Nothing is for free. Nothing is for free. Even going to heaven will not be for free. If you are not willing to do what you need to do for your faith, I'm not talking about money now, I'm talking about donation. I'm talking about work we do. If you believe in Christ, you work for Him, and that is your investment. It's not the donation. You work for Him. You need to work hard to bring people to Christ. How many people one day, the Lord will ask you, how many people you were able to bring to me? Christians or Muslim, doesn't matter. Or from your family. How many believers you were able to bring to me? What you will say to him, I have a car, I have a house, I was busy. So work for your salvation. Like many, they say to you, we are saved by the grace of the Lord. Yes, we are saved by His grace. But the Lord, He said clearly, not everyone say to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do His will. And His will is, go and teach and preach in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. You have to do what you are supposed to do. Christians by name are, there's no gray for Jesus. There's no gray color. Either you are with me or against me. So let us work together. Let us do better. Let us spread the news. Let us teach everybody. Let us share knowledge. Share my videos. Share my website. I do everything in my hand I can. But I hope you will do your part too. So I want to say thank you for being here. I start losing my voice. And by the way, I notice always when we talk about donation, the number of viewer drop down. Right away, they start leaving. It's okay. I'm used to it. So at the end of the day, the one count for me is the real one, the same as for the Lord. The Lord, He will count on the real one. And there is real ones always exist. There are few, but they are better than many. Few of us can do better than millions. Remember the Messiah, he was alone. And then he got 12. So I'm lucky, actually. I have 26 helping me. The Messiah, he have 12. One of them was a cheater. So we don't complain. God is good. And I'm into that. And with this, I say God bless you, and thank you very much for those who help in the donation. And until I see you, I hope tomorrow, if I can, I say God bless. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. And see you soon again.